The final phases of the process, unfortunately, we don't often get to see as students. Takes a real client with a real building, a real project, and real money. So often our projects in school have to end at the big presentation. So it may be a bit of a shocker in the real world to see that that's kind of where the work begins. So after the presentation, everything's finalized, then it's time for the designer to implement all the ideas. That begins with what's called construction documents and purchase orders and work orders. So construction documents are very technical drawings, floor plans that can be given to the construction manager. So all the ideas can be materials sourced, purchased, and installed, just as you had designed it. So that includes floor plans. It includes what's called specifications. When we specify a material, say you pick out a carpet, you'll need to then give detailed information for what the carpet's made of, if it needs to pass any kind of building codes, and then of course anything that would be needed for purchasing and installing it. Then of course there are the purchase orders of the furniture, art, accessories, lamps, window treatments, whatever it is that you as the designer are actually going to be responsible for buying and providing. And then there are also work orders, and just like a purchase order, but for others that need to perform work. For example, somebody who might be hanging wallpaper. So all of that falls in the design implementation phase. Then you'll see project supervision. So project supervision would mean that you actually go on construction sites. So you may find that you love that. I personally do. So you get to walk through construction sites. It's amazing to see the transformations take place. And that just gives you a chance to see problems that could pop up and try to foresee things. It's much easier to change them during construction than after everything is finished. Then there is finally the big move-in day or installation day. And yes, we are just glorified movers at that point. So hard work getting everything unboxed, put in the right place. Of course, you'll work with a crew, but that doesn't mean you get to sit back and drink lemonade. So overseeing the move-in, the install, and then of course there is the big walkthrough where the client sees the finished space. I really like the emphasis that is placed then on post-completion. Keep in mind that, you know, as the designer on the project, we spend 6 months, 1 year, maybe more, maybe less on the project. But then your clients live in that space or they work in that environment for years, hopefully, to come. So you want that lasting impression to continue. So you want to do some follow-up, you know, see how it's going further down the road. And then this is certainly an industry of repeat business and referrals. So, you know, once you do a project with a client, you are quite likely to do additional projects with clients. So you want to make sure that follow-up goes smoothly.